What's up? All right, guys, we need to talk about my SQQQ play. This is an inverse stock ETF, which means it goes up when the stock market goes down. This is a way to make money in the bear market. Again, with every trade, you want to formulate an exit and entry strategy. I'm going to talk about some of the things I'm using to look at mine, but there's still time to get in on this and make money on the way down. I'm going to explain my thesis on this trade and why I think SQQQ is a good way to make money with less risk, like without using options, without using put options. Some people don't have access to that or don't want to use that kind of risk. So this is a good way to take that risk away. So let's go ahead and check out the charts, check out the data on why I think the market has still more downside and how to make money and profit off of that like smart money. So let's go ahead and get in the charts and check it out. Alright, guys, we're here at the charts and we're looking at SQQQ. This is an inverse stock ETF that goes up 3x leverage when the SPY goes down. So basically, it's also a really good way to track the SPY using a inverse chart. So as the SPY goes up or down, this will go up. So as the SPY goes down, this goes up, and as the SPY goes up, this goes down. And by SPY, I mean S&P 500 or the overall stock market. So this is a way that you can make money as the stock market goes down. And as you can see, as we hit the top and been going down, SQQQ has been gaining money or been gaining value exponentially. So you guys can see that there's still definitely time to enter this trade. Again, this is not financial advice. You need to do what's best for you. But if I were entering this trade, I'd be trying to get in below $50. And as you can see, I think we're going to have a market rally a little bit. So buying that dip would be obviously key to seeing these higher levels. But I do believe that we're going to break down a little bit and then come back up and then test these higher levels in the top of this chart as we see SPY come down and finally capitulate and break down after we see more downside in the overall market. So as you can see, the S&P 500 is having this little bit of a bounce, which I think will continue into next week. But you can see that we hit strong support right here, and then we're also hitting strong support on this median line. I do think that we'll come up and test the 200 day moving average or the 100-day moving average, either or, hit our heads and then continue back down and finally capitulate, which would be a massive gain for SQQQ. So that's why I think this is a huge play and has a chance of making a lot of money, especially at these levels, because right now it's at 50, $60, and I could believe it could go to 80 or 70, $80 easily, maybe even more. So as you can see, it would gain over half in value, a good 50% play, and that's just playing on shares alone. Again, I said this is not using options. I do not want to use puts. Those are very risky. Call options are very risky, and this is a way to do it with a little bit less risk per se. So as we can see, things that could bring the market down potentially. We haven't seen the U.S. housing market crash yet, and I do believe that the U.S. housing market is going to crash. We are seeing it start to slow down as the Fed raises rates, and the Feds are raising rates, which is causing mortgages to go up. It's also harder to lend money out, so there's less lending, less loaning, and we'll see a turn down in the housing market. So we have yet to see that crash. Normally, it's a lagging indicator, and once it does, stocks will fall further, giving us the final capitulation. Also, you've seen terrible earnings last week. We have the very similar projection of the SPY 2008. So as you can see, what we're doing now is bouncing, and in 2008 we bounced, and then finally capitulated down. So it's very, very similar to what happened in the past, and what experts are predicting is that this is going to be worse than going to get worse. So what experts predict for the U.S. stock market for the rest of the year, 2020, we're going to see a lot of churning. I don't think we hit the bottom. And of course, rates are going to continue going higher, and every time the Fed raises rates, we see big down days in the market like this. So to think that this is the bottom and the bottom is in is false belief. And a lot of people are thinking that this is the bottom and that the bottom is going to be in. So having conviction on this play and looking at the technicals is very, very important. So until we break above the 200-day moving average, I would not be bullish on the S&P 500 until we break above this orange line here, the 200-day moving average. And again, it looks like we hit our head on just the 100-day moving average, which is very bearish. Again, I do think we're going to come up for a retest before we finally capitulate. So there is still time to get into this trade. But once we do capitulate, you'll see a little bit more of the bottom. But until we break outside of either this overall trend or the 200-day moving average, there's no reason to be bullish on the S&P 500. And unless we break below it on a bigger time frame, so unless we break below this, I would not be exiting this trade either, because if we break below it, we could see a big snap back. So it'd be time to take profits. Time to take profits, again, I would think would be around 70 or 80 bucks on SQQQ. But you guys need to know how to trade, formulate a plan, formulate an exit and entry strategy, and go from there. But that is my theory on SQQQ and why I think the market is going to capitulate even further and how to make money on the downside. So hopefully you guys found the video informative. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. I cover all things stocks, cryptocurrency, and cybersecurity as well. But if you want everyday up-to-date coverage, check out my Twitter, check out my Discord. Links will be in the description and in the comments. So as always, leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think about the video or your thoughts on the stock market, and have fun, make money, keep hacking. Peace out. Alright guys, that was the video. Hopefully you found it informative. If you did, go ahead and check out my Discord, check out my Twitter for updates all the time, because I don't post on YouTube as much as I do on Twitter and Discord. So go ahead and check those out. I cover cryptocurrency, cybersecurity. So if you find any of that informative, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, and again, check out my other social medias for more content. But as always, have fun, stay safe, keep hacking, make money. Peace out.